What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome back to the FBL Podcast. I am joined here today with Nick for the first time in, I think, like 3 episodes.
Yeah, hello.
Theo.
What the fuck is up, party people? Today I'm here with...
Alright, go fuck yourself. Harris. James.
Hello.
And then our very special guest, the back-to-back champion, gifted a great round 1, or I should say round 2 matchup, Jake.
Hi, I'm not winning.
Says it every year, but he is on the path to another finals, so we'll see about all that. But
you got a free ride, yeah.
Before we start this podcast today, I have a big surprise for everybody. This episode is sponsored by Manscaped, and I did everything I could to get this episode sponsored, so I want to, get a big thank you towards me. Thank you very much, Mystery.
Wait, did you actually get a sponsor?
This video is sponsored by Manscaped. It is a great product. Bruh, alright, so... So I got Manscaped myself, just because, you got to stay clean for the grill. Yes, sir. I'm dead ass. So I got Manscaped. I tried it out, really liked it, and then I noticed they have a referral thing that you can sign up for. I said we were an up-and-coming podcast, and they sent me a link. So if you go to manscaped.com/FBL, you can get 20% off your first order to Manscaped.
What the fuck?
And
I gotta go check.
How did we not know this?
You're welcome. Thank you. I know.
I hate this.
I do
Why?
my best. Bro, you gotta get a sponsor.
Because
if you want to support us at FBL, obviously use our code because, we're trying to make that bank out here. We're not monetized because of my intro. Yeah. That's all I got. So, who wants to get started?
I'm still caught off guard though.
I mean, you just want to start with D1?
Yeah, let's start with the lesser of the two interesting games, Carboni versus Robert. How we feeling?
The lesser of all the games, not just those two.
Yeah, the worst round 1 game all around.
That was a literal.
Okay, wait. There was a worse one, but this one was pretty bad.
Can we just talk about how Lickitung was here and not Mega Venusaur?
I just want to say that Lickitung did finish the season with more games played than Cinderace. I just want to put that out there. Why?
I mean, the Coco finished negative. The Hydreigon barely did anything. Cinderace only did something in the last game with Hacks. So
yeah.
The man has a Keldeo and you don't bring Mega Bean. I get Air Slash is a thing, but then, at least you have something.
it's gonna do
Yeah, but it's not gonna die to an Air Slash. You
Yeah.
Giga Drain that back up.
I mean, I'd love to hear his thought process. I don't think they talked much after the battle.
I mean,
I'd love to hear it, but I don't want to talk to him, so.
I'd love to hear why you got Lickitung versus a Magearna.
I'm kidding, Robert, I'd love you.
I get it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Robert's team was kind of weird, and he got hacked a little bit, right? It was what was it?
I feel
He got burned by Flamethrower and then the flinches with Skuntank.
Yeah,
that was kind of big because he lost his Magearna check, but also he was basically sacking it anyways.
Yeah, I don't get why he didn't switch out. Even if it's burned, still you can kind of keep it around.
I mean, he let it get down to 50% before anything else. So
he let it get down to 6% and didn't rest. So I don't think he was staying in to keep it healthy.
yeah.
No.
I don't understand the agility. What's it called? The agility Cinderace. Maybe he was gonna baton pass into Calm Mind Coco, but
I think the plan was Nasty Plot Hydreigon.
Nasty Plot Hydreigon.
Yeah, that shit went in.
That makes sense. And Magearna was somewhat bulky though. It just kind of lost to it. And plus 2 Fire Blast. It could have OHKO'd, but
I also point out that Carboni is the only game that he's won Magearna with, or Magearna's won. Actually.
That's the only game that Magearna's been to that it's won?
I think he had a couple other sweeps earlier in the season.
Yeah.
He swept Robert with it twice technically this season.
Okay,
Bruh.
well, there you
And
go.
that was it.
There's a shock. Magearna got a sweep. Wow, we are very surprised.
That doesn't happen that much in this league.
The hacks mattered in the moment, but I think end result, Carboni still wins that game with Magearna.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit closer than 4-0, but that game was not great. And
It was probably the first one, 2-0, 3-0 maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. So then, do we want to just talk about the game that actually, people cared about?
Yeah.
Harris and Kyle. So Kyle, of course, kind of got gifted. He probably shouldn't have been here, but somehow made it in. And you know what? Harris put him down. That's all that matters. You know what? I called it. So what can I say? It was a good game.
I definitely think Kyle deserved the spot more than Carboni, honestly, because Carboni did hack him out of their match, and that was the difference. That literally was the difference in their differential.
I guess that's
But
true.
yeah, getting into playoffs like that, it's never a good thing, but I'll take Kyle in playoffs over Kiwi.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also just kind of pissed. Like Tristan could have made playoffs. He just kept forfeiting games away and just not caring.
He just gave up his season for no reason. I was kind of upset too. His team, he was doing fine. His team was good.
Yeah, now he's already like getting ready and building stuff for next season. It's like, I think he has more fun like building the roster than he does actually playing the games. And like, I get stress as a thing in school and stuff, but I don't know. I think that's like, you want to see your team kind of come to fruition and actually use it before you just give up. I don't know. That's just me personally, but
yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I get hyped for draft season all the time, and then when the season starts, I lose hype in it, which was kind of what happened this season. But I think you just have to push through the season most of the time.
Yeah. But Harris, you want to say anything about the game?
Well, I guess I'm pretty happy with how it went, although I'm kind of upset about, the turn I criticized Feeney after, because I thought it was going to predict in the switch, so I pain splitted, because if he lost his Feeney, I thought I just won the game, or came close to it or something like that, but I just ended up critting it instead. I'm just like, alright, well, Rotom redeemed itself for missing the Hydro Pump the first match, so
yeah,
I'll take it.
I think that was a little deserved.
Oh, yeah.
Some other sad things, I wish I brought Dark Pulse in the Crosma to hit the... What is it? The Deoxys D? Because Drapion didn't come, and I thought it would, so that's a little upsetting. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the game's result for the most part. I thought I did well with it.
Yeah, I don't think it was like too hacksy or anything. It was a pretty, like you said, the crit kind of sucked, but other than that, it wasn't really too wild overall. It was just kind of a pretty back and forth. I like the mirror armor. Is that what it's called on Corviknight? I forget the fucking...
Yeah.
I thought that was cool for the Mystical Fire, and then the Moonblast that happened for it too with the special attack drop, but I thought the mirror armor was definitely good prep.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be mirror armor just because Mystical Fire exists, so I tried to avoid that the first time by bringing Diamond Stone, but I'm just like, screw it, I'll bring Mystical Fire this time.
I really like the Scarf Zygarde tech on Harris's part. I think it pretty much was the reason he won the game, because of the Dragon Pulse.
Yeah.
A really cool tech. Other than that, Necrozma just kind of owned the game in the end.
Yeah, that was a really good set. Like you said, it didn't have anything really for Deoxys, but once that went down, fucking Necrozma was going in.
Yeah, that's why I started power fishing with Relax earlier, just so Necrozma could maybe win.
Yeah.
Or something like
that. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, we want to go on to D2, or does anyone else want to say anything?
All good to me.
We'll come back to the playoff predictions for the second round, but yeah, for now. Let's talk about Ace versus Skylar. So,
that game was
roller coaster.
Absolutely. I was in Jamal's DMs for that game because I was like, I think Ace can win this, and then he started acing like he usually does. But then Skylar started Skylaring and could not close out the game whatsoever. And then Lycanroc, like I predicted, won 1-0. So yeah, I can't believe he won. I don't know.
Ground moveless Lando Eye for I don't know what reason.
I just got her through, so it was kind of
why superpower? Does Throw Deck get close combat?
No, I don't even think it gets Drain Punch, does it?
Oh
No.
fuck!
Oh,
Okay.
it might not.
It's like
Check.
Superpower, Circle Thrower is best moves, right?
Yeah.
That's awful. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why it throws like worth like 4 points. It's awful.
Okay. Wow. Huh.
I'm seeing Circle Throw and Superpower.
Okay.
I think that's it. And Storm Throw.
It doesn't get any better fighting stab than that, really. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
Like when the Rotom
Mostly,
set up in this
okay.
match, I really thought like, oh, this is exactly what's gonna happen again.
Well,
I just didn't
Who did
expect
he
anything
sack?
different.
He sacked somebody for no reason. It was
Miltank, really, I think.
Miltank.
No lie.
He sent in Manaphy, clicked Energy Ball, and it didn't kill. And I was
Yeah.
Gonna lose the Rotom.
Yeah.
Like,
He sacked his Manaphy for no reason. Hydreigon was free. I don't know if he was fearing the Disarming Voice for the second time.
yeah, like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, unless he thinks that's like gonna show up, I don't get why you don't just go to Hydreigon and click like Dark Pulse. But
Like after the first match, I PM'd Skylar asking for her Rotom set because she thought like, oh, it's illegal. I'm like, no, I just wanted to know if you had Disarming Voice. She didn't even know what Disarming Voice was.
oh my god.
So I didn't think like maybe she might have brought it the second time, but I didn't see her. I didn't see it coming.
I'm just upset that the Lando Eye didn't have a ground move, and I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the knockoff, like, I get what she was trying to use it utility, but that isn't really what Lando Eye does. I don't know.
But did
felt
it
like
actually
bad
not
stuff.
have a ground move?
No, it was
No,
She not
groundless.
have a
It
ground
was,
move.
what,
What the-
knockoff, rock
why?
slide, super powered sludge wave? Something like that?
U-turn.
U-turn.
If she had Sludge Wave, why didn't she click it versus Gardevoir?
She was locked in, I think.
Yeah, she was
Oh, was it
scarfed.
Scarf? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The
scarfed in
AV
rock
Bulu
slide.
was the AV Bulu kept her in the game, I think.
Yeah,
for a while.
that shit was what, sassy fucking like
It
max
was like
Spadef.
max special attack or special defense, yeah.
I was like, what? Because I was doing the calcs. I'm like, what the fuck is this? That was like really cool prep.
And then the Lycanroc just basically clutched it out in the end for Ace.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
I said Skylar was gonna win like 4-0.
Well, that and the
or,
rock slide roll,
Ace was gonna
saving the
win
guard.
with Lycanroc, and I fucking called it.
Yeah, shout out to Lando Eye for being Lando
Useless.
Eye, being bad.
Yeah.
Lando T
And
will
Ne-
always be better.
you know, next season she's gonna complain about how Lando Eye's bad.
Well,
Lando Eye's
that
just
one's
a
a little
bad
bit more
Pokemon.
justified.
Ground has an immunity, but flying doesn't, so Lando Eye is good, remember?
Dragon Ball first, Lando Eye second. What's next? Urshifu?
Oh,
I mean,
don't talk about my boy or shoot like that.
That one's good. Yeah, overall, it was a decent game. I mean, like I said, he threw away the Manaphy for no reason, but she also just had like some weird sets, and I don't know. I don't think prepped very well, but Ace survives, and he's gonna get a decent matchup with Will. So, James, do you want to talk about your game?
Baton pass, baton pass, baton pass. DM.
No, there's only one baton pass.
Wait, James, are you here? Hello? Did he die?
He might have.
He's
Unfortunate.
done.
You know, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to take this game personally
Sure,
because
why
this game made me cry. Like James played great in it. Nova deserves to be a D3 coach after this. I don't care what anyone says. It was awful. It was like watching Mystery versus Nova, the worst game of the season. like I don't understand how you just sack Mons, how you just not click your stats.
I don't get
something.
like he went to Melmetal after the Glade was in, and then he went to Togekiss when it was Scarf. I'm like, why just throw away the Melmetal? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he did this. He did the same thing he did. You just stacked 3 months before.
Well, okay, against me, I guess it's slightly different though
thing
because
he was supposed to go into.
oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off. He thought that I was banned, not Scarf, and so his Scarf Decidueye, he didn't like speed, like put enough speed into it, so he sped tied with Cart, and then so he thought I wasn't Scarf still and went to Lottie. So like I get why, but it's still fucking stupid as hell.
I don't know why he didn't scald. Like if James went Jellison on the play instead of baton passing, he didn't lose any ground. He just goes to Decidueye.
Mhm.
And he was Scarf Decidueye in this match too, wasn't he?
Yes.
I'm more upset
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, Eris.
I'm more upset that he forgot about baton pass after Scizor SD'd on unaware Quagsire 3 times. So I'm just like, why?
Well, yeah, no, that's what when we built, because I did help him build for this game, I was like, I think if he, like, the goal was to get burned so that he would start using Earth Power, or Earthquake, whatever he had, and he would break it once to get in range of Leaf Blade from Gallade, and then the game was pretty much over, and it was. So, yeah. Overall, not very good prep on Nova's part, and then also just playing like dog shit. So, yeah, I kind of agree with the D3 coach notion.
I mean,
I don't think he prepped well all season. Like I don't think he played awful most games, but this game he played awful too.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, it was a pretty boring game just because James just kind of rolled through everybody.
On to D.
Wait, what?
On to D3.
On to D3. Yep.
Yep. On to D3. Nothing crazy happened. I don't think the Mies game was pretty good. Seismitoad came in at the end and cleaned everything up, but overall not a bad game.
Yeah, about that match, because I was messaging Mies. He almost didn't have a Swift Swim Seismitoad, and I think that would have been the end of him. He said he changed it right before his match, and that's the only reason he outsped.
What was it? Embor, Superior, and
It was Embor. Was that?
Yeah.
This is a Scarf. It was, I don't remember.
That game was so weird. I thought both of them were going to lose at some point, but then stuff
Yeah.
started.
I mean, if you go from turn 10 onward, like if Scott didn't stupidly stay in with the Mega Lottie on Togetic and Soka T-Wave, like he would have probably won this game.
Yeah, no, that was the thing about both games is Mies really doesn't have a great way to kill fucking Mega Lottie, but he just kept letting it I should say Scott just kept letting it, get
Are we on
paralyzed
D3
or
now?
get whittled down, and I don't know.
And it's like if he kept Megalotti alive, he probably had a really good chance of winning, but he didn't. So I don't.
Yeah, because me struggled with it their first time.
I mean, even
So
in
that
the
was
end,
his best option to not die to Seismitoad, because I presume it had Power Whip for the Rotom, and it's not like Rotom can really touch it in the first place. Outside of like Wisp.
Yeah, that was kind of frustrating to watch for Scott, is that he kind of made the same mistake 2 games in a row. If he doesn't do that, I think he probably beats Mies, to be honest.
I mean, it ended in 2-0. I think he probably would have beat him, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
tough.
know. I mean, I guess Ember comes for the Scizor, but like...
Yeah, against Rain, it just seems weird, even if you have a Scizor.
I'd even got the roll in Rain with Mystical Fire against Mega Scizor, and he still threw it away. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. Like, it definitely was good just because, like, you never... Like, the whole game, it kept changing who you thought was going to win. So it wasn't a bad game. It just kind of was there. Both kind of throwing a little bit here and there.
Typical D3 game, probably.
I guess, yeah. And then the game I was disappointed about just because I thought it'd be a little bit better than it was. Paul and Brandon. I don't know. This game, like... It was okay.
I mean, the Blaziken upset me because Blaziken could have won on the spot if Paul didn't, like, waste turns.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I think he was...
like,
oh, God, I'm dying. Oh.
on like protect on what was it?
Yeah, he protected for no reason. The Lychee Berry tech was cool, but I don't think it was needed. I think like Lumberry or like Citrus Berry or Ebel leftovers, anything like that could have been better for him.
Mm-hmm. I thought the Florges was really cool. The Electric Sea Florges for Hawlucha. That was really fun.
Yeah, that could have been deadly for him if it was like Calm Mind and he had a chance to set up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Calm Mind. I'm guessing it wasn't.
I don't think so because it had Wish and I mean, it could have been Mono Moonblast. So maybe it was. I don't think he ever showed it though.
I don't think he brought Calm Mind Florges this season. It was pretty much the same set, like
He
support
usually
wise.
did like Wish, Defog, and then like 2 attacks, or sometimes Protect, but like Energy Ball, Psychic, that kind of stuff for last move.
Yeah.
Well, I could say what sucks though is what really mattered is he did miss the Focus Blast on Darmanitan, which unless he was bulky Darmanitan, which I'm pretty sure he wasn't, because wasn't he like Villagem or something?
Oh yeah, he did
I
miss
think he
that. I
won
remember that.
because that would have one shot.
Sucked on him, yeah.
And then he still would have had Heliolisk, which still does well against other Pokemon on the team, or at least as a free sack at some point. But that's the game we play with Focus Miss.
I'm just disappointed in how the Charizard was this season. Like, I said this day one with that Charizard being the first round pick, or first overall pick, and it went negative this season. Like, I don't think, like, I really shit on Paul during power ranking, but I don't think he played awful this season. I just think he needs help, like, prepping, to be honest. Prepping, team building, drafting. I think drafting's a big one, actually.
I think he definitely took a step forward, though, this year. He has the Paul factor of a little bit of luck on his side, usually. But he definitely stepped up his play a little bit. He had some creative sets, like especially the Electric Seed. I thought that was really cool. But just overall, a little bit here and there of, like, what are you doing kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I think next season, if he stays in D3, I'm pretty sure he would. I think he definitely is a top contender for next year. I'm looking forward to it. And then, do we want to talk about like our D1 predictions for all the playoff games?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's talk about the one that.
So Jake and
So Jake and who else?
Jake, and then the game that we
are we gonna beat around the bush or no? Like, Jake's beating Carboni. If Jake doesn't beat Carboni, we're kicking him out of FBL.
Why?
He's going down to D3.
Did you guys forget he almost beat me the first time?
He did.
I don't think so. I don't even remember that match.
Had he U-turned versus my Zeraora, he would have won.
Bruh.
It was a 3.
No, I thought you still won that, even if he did U-turn.
No, because here's the fun part. I didn't have Zen on Gallade.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have Zen on Gallade this time, though. I mean, I thought, like, Carboni was, like, probably, like, 6 plays away from relegation and then 6 plays away from top seed. Like, he made so many bad plays that just cost him games, to be honest. Like, just the first match with
like the rust was a little bit there still.
I don't know. Carboni's like the king of, like, throwing games he should win, but, like, I don't know.
He's the king of throwing games he should win, and winning games he has no business winning. He was just like that in PCO. Like
versus okay, if he U-turns, he wins, but he didn't. He drove around for some reason, and then he just lost.
I mean, I guess to be fair on that situation, like there could have been like an over prediction where if I since I didn't show outrage yet, like I could have theoretically had been drain punch, and like if he switches into Rotom on my drain punch on the U-turn, I get to like a decent amount of health that I would live, I think, the next hit anyways. So I mean, it's not like a true 50-50, but like I could understand if that was maybe his thought process. But like, yeah, I didn't reveal the Gallade set yet, but I could not kill the Beedrill from full unless if I got like a T-punch para.
I mean, look, if he beats you, that'd be really cool. Just because new champion. But
I mean, I'm not gonna doubt him on it. Like, I don't. This matchup isn't free for as much as you guys talk about it. Like, sure, maybe his skill wise hasn't been like as what we expect for D1, but like he still has a god awful team that like
he does have the trump card of every single team is Magirna. That mon.
Well, like also like
carry.
my Zero Aura, like he has Rotom. Mantine's really good against Sand.
I was going to say against Zero Aura, and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like Carboni is like Carboni in finals would just be the most anticlimactic thing ever. But,
sure, but like I mean, it's not like anything new since last season.
Yeah, because Amanda was in
Right.
the finals. But
I still wish finals with Robert and Jake.
Like I'm not gonna be mad if I lose this because again I'm coming off of like 2 wins, but like it'd be nice to win. But I mean, as long as it's a decent game, I'll be fine.
I'm gonna take. I'm still gonna take Jake. I think it'll be a decent game. I'm gonna take a 3-0 again from their last game, but.
I will too.
I'm giving Carboni no credit. 6-0 Jake.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, it's not happening.
okay,
So we'll find out Sunday night at 11.
This is gonna be repeat Kiwi last season.
Bruh.
Oh, so him bringing the same team and you just mollywhopping them?
Yeah, that's not gonna be
play Kiwi round 2 after he hacks Jamal round 1. What was it?
Yeah, hacks Jamal round 1.
Yeah. Wow.
But Jamal and Harris, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be.
This is
match.
the best game. This is by far the best game, I think.
Yeah, I've always said Jamal's weakest point as a battler, it's not drafting, it's not building, it's not battling, it's not anything. His weakest part of being a league battler is his ability in rematches, and we're gonna find out how it is this time around.
He still beat me in off season.
But he didn't he 5-0? Didn't he
No
5-0? I agree. Didn't he 5-0 or 6-0 Harris? Week 2 or 3?
It was a 5-0.
Yeah, it was a 5-0 race.
Yes, it was.
Well, that's the thing
Because
is the match barely even happened because Harris just lost from Registeel. So
because my Crosman didn't run a crit single heat wave.
Also, shout out to me for the berry tech. I told him to run that. You're welcome, Harris.
Thanks. I mean, I'm good this time.
Yeah, no, yeah, you should be fine. You've got the best body press check in the game.
Yeah, Buzzle's a monster, and it has been for him since he picked it up.
my
That's
MVP.
the reason he's in playoffs.
It pretty much is the reason Harris made playoffs, yeah.
I know that thing turned his whole season around. It was the loss to Tristan, and then he picked up a bunch of mons, or was it a week after that?
I just picked it up after Amanda.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm just like, and I 6-0.
After he 6-0'd Amanda, he picked it up.
I'm just like, all right, I need Buzzwole on this team because I want it. I was struggling for finding a dark and a poison for a while until I just said fuck having a good dark.
I think it'd be really disappointing if Jamal lost in round 1. Well, his round 1, I should say, his first game. I'm gonna take Harris. He was my prediction to win it all, so I'm gonna take Harris +1. It'll be a good game.
I'm leaning as well, to be honest. It's with how the matchup went. Yeah, it was just Registeel plowing through, but both didn't really, if I remember correctly, really showed what they brought in prep. But in just terms of team quality, after playing both, I do think Harris has matchup on that end.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I got to go Jamal 1-0. It's nothing against Harris. I just think it's Jamal's time.
Look, if it's ever been his time, it is fucking now. This dude was dominant all year, and then hit some bumps in the road. But I think everybody usually does. So.
I told you, I personally thought Jamal should have went undefeated this season. Kiwi, he got hacks. Robert, he got hacks. So he doesn't lose those two. Wait, didn't he lose a third?
Yeah,
me.
To Jake.
I lost to Jake, yeah. And, he can't beat Jake to save his life for some reason.
Yeah, no, I'm 11-2 versus him lifetime.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's only, Harris and I are the only two people who consistently can beat Jake in FBL for some reason. Kyle was until we started losing to him again.
Kyle, I'm 7-2.
7-2, sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm only 2-1 versus Jake. I haven't played him much.
Yeah.
Harris, all I'm saying is you bring the Volibee, you get in his head instantly.
Please,
Over.
please shut up.
He won't know what to do. He won't know what to do.
I'll bring Misdreavus before I bring Volibee, alright?
Even better, he can't hit you with body press.
It's time.
That's the
That
counter.
is strat.
Yeah,
Like if he
no,
doesn't
I
bring a
think,
move to hit you, it's the counter.
a Jake Harris final, or even just a Jake Jamal. Honestly, that's why I'm hoping Jake gets there, just because it'll be a really good game, no matter who wins from the other side.
Unlike last season.
Yeah, fucking Amanda getting there. Like, why? And then Tristan maybe cut out
Peter
fucking.
got 3
Okay, Amanda hexed me, so it could have been a me Jake final. So
But it wasn't.
Yeah, Jamal got hexed out and Harris got hexed out. We'd love to see it.
I
I kind of
really
like
wanted
game still. She had
Who did Robert lose to last year in the playoffs?
me.
Oh, it was
We
you?
care.
Okay.
We both rematched each other with basically the same team.
Robert's so consistent in losing in the first round, and like he always gets smacked in the first round too. That's the thing.
Well, he just like never really tries versus me. It feels like.
I just think, like he does try. I just think you're better than him. That's what it is. He's
Sure.
intimidated.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's intimidated, to be honest.
He's had good performances, and I've never felt like he's had one against me. Like I'll say like the Cartana prep like versus me, it makes sense. Like it's whack, but it made sense.
What did he bring? I don't remember.
The
It
Iron
was-
Defense
it was
set.
Cartana,
Oh,
so he
yeah, I remember that.
foul play at Mandibuzz, calling out that I wasn't going to bring Heatwave, and like theoretically, yeah, that set could have won. But he feared Scarf Volcanion, which I guess was partially nice that I missed both Focus Blasts versus the Licky Licky, but I think that was after I had already clicked Pump and killed, or Steam Eruption and killed the Licky Licky anyway, so like you
Yeah.
should have known I was specs then. Oh, I can't remember that, but like this is every single time it's kind of been a steamroll.
No pun intended with the Volcanion.
Yeah, I didn't even try it. I mean, I think regardless, I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's looking forward to a Carboni versus either Jamal or Harris final because I think everyone expects that to just also be a steamroll.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how the rematches go because again, I'll say it, I showed most of my hand in both matches, so I'll be interested to see how I readjust if I make it that far. But first, I still have to get through Carboni. Carboni.
Definitely. All right, we want to move on to D2 then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, which one do you guys want to talk about first? Because I got some words for one of them.
Will versus Ace, probably.
Okay.
I think that one's simpler.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going on a limb here. I'm going to take Ace +2. I think the matchup is really, really in Ace's favor. Not completely, but like there's a few Mons on Ace's team that can absolutely win this game, and if he builds well, he can win this game. This is not easy for Will at all. I mean, he should have lost the first time. If Ace doesn't play like dog shit and Will doesn't... I mean, that's the thing too, is Will didn't prep very well the first time, but I definitely think Ace can win the game, so I'm going to take him +2.
I mean, that whole game came down to just him, not accidentally, but mistakenly killing with Scizor to allow Kamoa to set up for free. Otherwise,
Yeah.
that was Ace's game.
Well, and
He
he played so weird
part.
with the Lycanroc. He plays so scared with it, and that Mon is fucking good. Just play with it. Like it will take lives. Just click buttons, and he like looks afraid to click close combat and SD and shit. I don't know.
But are we gonna cry when he loses to Curslax?
You can't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
He'll break the Surf Edge just to stop that. Yeah, he will.
I mean, to be honest, like without giving, because I've helped Will a little bit because he's asked for help like periodically through the season, and like Surfetched is a problem.
Yeah, I help.
Like, I don't want to like hate Ace, but like I think he should recognize fighting type is actually decent versus the psychic terrain team.
Yeah, which I think is ironic, but I completely agree. Yeah.
I mean, Scizor just gives Will headaches.
I mean, he's a talent flame.
I mean, yeah, one Mon, but everything else pretty much hurts it.
Sure.
Like SD, like it's just bullet punch in terrain. That's the only thing that's kind of stopping it here.
Right.
Oh no! Wait! Sorry. The Skrelp. The Skrelp is gonna stop it.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I still have no idea why he picked up Skrelp. Like Marini at least has some usage.
Doesn't
He
know
wanted a
that.
poison. I don't know.
It's the same price.
He likes Dragouchi, I guess, and he felt bad for Skrelp never getting drafted.
There's a reason for that.
But like, Will's bottom three never should come. He's fine.
No, I don't think they'll be there. But yeah, overall, I can easily see Will winning the game. But I'm gonna go on a limb. Give Ace this one.
You're going on a limb because you want him to win so you can beat him.
Okay.
Will is the better player. It's just, I definitely agree. Ace has matchup. So like, if there's a dream scenario for like Ace to win D2, this is it.
Yeah.
Well, he did lose to the other two people on the other side.
That is fair.
Yeah.
He did. I'm gonna say Will 3-0, same as how the regular season went.
Okay. You?
I think it's gonna be pretty close to that.
Oh,
too.
James, you're back. Yes, there we go.
I've been back, bro.
We didn't hear you. Okay.
Oh, I asked about if you guys were on D3.
No, he was back during D3.
We are in D2.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've been helping out. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know when this is going up. I know they're playing today, but
I'm gonna put it up like right after the battle, just because I don't want to say anything.
Of course. Yeah, of course. But definitely, I've seen Will's team. We've worked with it a little bit, and Will's definitely bringing some different shit. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be. And I think that's also one of Ace's like downfalls in that if Tech comes out, he kind of is like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, and starts sacking mobs. I've noticed
I'll definitely
that.
agree with you on that. He gets flustered super easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
I think if Ace can just take a breath, keep it cool. If Will pulls out some crazy shit, which I think he will, he just needs to take it cool. Think through his options, and you don't need to press a play super fast. Just think about it for a minute, and then make the right play.
Yeah. No,
And I think he'll be all right.
Did Will show you the set that I made?
Yeah, I think I did. He did.
How do you think that's going to go in? I mean, if you said this is going to be posted after the game, right?
Yeah, this will. I'll since if you guys want to talk about a set, I will post this after the game for sure.
Okay, yeah. So I told Will to bring Banded Lax.
Okay.
Yes,
wow.
I saw that, and that was definitely interesting, and I thought that is kind of cool.
Because it's Palisand kind of sucks versus Curselax, and I know Ace fears the fuck out of Curselax, so I don't think he's going to go to Palo first. He's either going to go to Scizor most likely, and all he needs to do is predict it once and Heat Crash, and it's basically dead.
Yep.
Otherwise, Banded Double Edge just claims kills, and he's got Lariat for Palisand, so that'll too go unless it's Colbert. And then the piece de la resistance on it is that it has rest. And I told him to run aromatherapy on Scarf Lele.
Oh, that's clean. That's clean as fuck.
Yeah, I saw
like
that,
that.
and I was thinking about that as well. I didn't say anything to him because I was like, damn, that's kind of clean.
Yeah, because it's he had, I think, a Curselax that had no stab, and it was just I think Curselax is absolute dog in this matchup, believe it or not, because it's Surfetch can still kill 3+1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Palisand's annoying. I mean, the big thing is Crobat.
Dragon probably still heard it. He just gets the chip on the Curselax, and
Yeah,
eventually.
Will did not prep at all for Crobat last time.
Yeah, Crobat is a lot of people sleep on Taunt Crobat, and I think if Ace had Helmet on there too, oh god, it's just so it's if you get him to taunt on
Taunt Super Fang is really good. Taunt Super Fang Roost, and then if you want to throw something U-turn or something on there, is really good.
And that's what the set was last time. It just wasn't Helmet.
Yeah, I think it was Boots or Black Sludge. I forget which one.
Probably Black Sludge.
Was it Black Sludge? I honestly don't remember.
Don't recall. I can pull it up, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. Overall, though, I think this is going to be a really good game. I think it's a fun matchup because, Will's the better battler, but Ace probably has a little bit of matchup, so it should be a really fun one. And then I think this is maybe the second best game in all the league. Me versus James, and obviously we're both in this call. I think this should be a really fun one.
I mean, you guys had a close one last time.
Yeah. Well, he also then dropped half his team right after that, and so this is
I think it's a completely different game. Yeah, I don't think I like this game because it's not a lot of looking back on what I did before. It's more of my team chemistry is 100% different now, and I think Mystery's team is really different too because when we first faced, he had the Obstagoon for one game.
Mm-hmm.
And that came.
Diancie changed teams.
Yeah, Diancie really forced the trade out. Got here, coming to the winners. Yes, sir.
All right, whatever. But
no, I think this is gonna be a really fun game. There's definitely mons on both sides that can rip through each other's teams, and that happens when you play hyper offense. And for him, it's a little bit more balanced, but yeah.
It's more bounds, but I have a couple mons too that just click buttons on your team that just kill everything.
And I think that definitely it goes both ways, which it should. This game could definitely be an under 20 turn game if something gets out of hand real quick.
It all depends on how James plays his Zapdos this time, if it comes.
Yeah, not sacking it to
Not sacking it like a turn 3.
Yeah.
But nah, this is definitely a hype match.
I think, to be honest, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think the winner of this will win it all, and well, hopefully the number 2 seed will be able to come through. But we'll see. So I'm gonna take myself.
I am the number 4 seed, Theo. Learn how to count.
No, you're number 2.
I'm gonna take myself +1. It'll be a really good game.
This is interesting.
I'll lead Mystery on this as well, and yeah, I think I do agree that whoever wins this probably wins it all. I mean, because both of you guys had, I mean, obviously James beat Will last time, but like Mystery came damn close last time as well.
Yeah.
And both had pretty damn good matchups against Ace as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I have really good matchup on Ace.
It's
not just the matchup. I said it before. He lives in Ace's head, rent free.
I think it's a little bit different now though, because I think Ace has more confidence. Like if Ace makes it to finals versus me, I think there's going to be a lot more confidence than when he plays me, week 1 for like the 3rd straight.
Has Ace ever been in the finals?
No.
So like, if he's already a person we consider to have like pretty big nerves, like
I've been to finals. I only have the 2 rings, and one of them.
I'm interested to see how he handles like against someone who he has a bad matchup versus, and then also in finals.
Yeah, this is
it's a big game, so prove yourself point.
Maybe he's a big game player. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
And also, I love Will, but like the first time we battled, it was a lot closer than a 1-0 if I didn't throw away a lot of my team.
Yeah, there was 3 mons you just threw away like for no reason.
I just kind of threw away at the end, getting excited because I kind of do that sometimes. I've been working on that through season, but
I kept on throwing by clicking sub with Megazam too.
Yeah,
that was really weird for me.
I helped him build that Zam, and I was so proud of it because it was physical Megazam.
Yeah, it was Fire Punch for Scizor, right?
It was Fire Punch, and I wanted him to run Drain Punch over Gleam because it hits Weavile and you get like all that sub health back. But he was like adamant on Gleam.
I will say though, James definitely outplayed Will like that whole game because like
he did.
Iron Head, what was it? The Iron Head on Lele?
The Scarf Iron Head Scizor. Yeah, it was there.
Yeah, called the no Scarf Lele. That was pretty heat.
And you bluffed Scarf Weavile as well, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he thought it was Scarf Weavile for like
if
Talonflame didn't burn with Flame Body, that game was like a 5-0, and like it was bad. And then he kind of, he got the Flame Body and a few other things. What was it, a Crash Miss, I think?
Yeah, the Crash Miss, which broke my sash on Weavile because I was sash Weavile. Because it was a roll with knockoff, and I missed Icicle Crash, and I should have low kicked there because I think it would have killed. It was roll on both, but I wanted to knock off because I didn't think he would keep the lax in. So I just knocked, and then it broke my sash, and I was really kind of pissed, but it was what it was.
Yeah, it'd be like that. So James, I'm assuming you're taking yourself to win. Got to have that confidence.
He has to.
You know what? I haven't been very confident with myself throughout the year, but I think I got some crazy tech worked up in the works.
Okay.
And
imagine being afraid of Nova, but then you come up with it.
I'm gonna shock Mystery coming out with like 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, something like that, or Mystery's just gonna kind of destroy me. I think it's gonna go either way. I think it's gonna be so offensive that it's like Mystery's 3-0, 4-0, or I 2-0, 3-0.
I can see
I think
it.
it's really like that.
you know how.
Install.
Yeah, Jake.
Up.
What'd you say?
I said in before both of them ring stall.
I'd be hilarious.
I can't bring stall. My stall is Pharaoh Seed, Hippopotas, and Vaporeon. So, look, it ain't happening.
Hey, do it.
If no,
You got one.
oh, you
You
really?
got a door.
I
You
got
got all
the
this
boys.
stuff.
All his stall gets knocked off, and now it's useless.
I'll bring the bottom 6. Sock will be my only offense.
I'm gonna go against my original power ranking, only because I'm looking at team matchup now. I'm gonna go James 2-0.
Okay.
I still think Mystery is the favorite in this match, but there's one glaring thing in team building I see, but I'm not gonna say it.
I probably know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, and if you play around that, you'll win 100%. But if you don't, that'll be how you lose.
yeah, I've got a lot of fun stuff I've built up, so I'm looking forward to it. We're playing it either Saturday or Sunday. I'm just not sure exactly what yet.
You'll Saturday night prime time, 8
That's what I was
o'clock.
thinking Saturday Night Lights. That might be the one.
Yes, sir.
I think Carboni and we moved ours to Sunday night, so.
Okay.
Yeah, the latest you can go.
Yeah, James,
Well,
do you
yeah, 'cause he had to
wanna play
reschedule.
Saturday?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Saturday Night Lights. Yes,
I've been
sir.
itching for playing this for a while now. So
Been itching for the day.
yes, for the dick.
Thank you. Speaking of Dick, Theo. So I'm gonna take Brandon 6-0. Very. No.
Thank you.
I think this game is interesting just because Theo swept with the Iron Defense Call Mine Lele last time and didn't really show a lot of his sets. He did show the Dust
God,
Runner,
I
but
loved that set.
just want to say I came up with that, so yeah, it'd be.
It was such a good set.
Yeah, I think it'll be. Coco Lucha's tough for Theo, but I would say overall, I think Theo's definitely can still win this. I'm gonna take Theo +4.
I'm so mad that Brandon's best mod is Stack Attacker with
It's
differential.
because of the one meme match you did.
I
Yeah.
know. It's so sad.
Honestly, with Theo's team, not even looking at the matchup, I don't see Theo losing. I can't see Theo losing with his top 6.
I don't know how Brandon became the second seed because I thought this team was dog shit.
Second,
He's
who's
the
fourth?
fourth seed.
It's Coco, Lucha, Darmanitan, Snorlax. That's the whole team. Everything else kind of sucks.
That is the whole team.
He brought
That's it.
Nihaleko to one game. Can we talk about that? Like
He brought it to his last playoff match, which I
Yeah,
don't think.
Nihilego never. Yeah, just the one playoff match and the one regular season match.
That's so weird. Like,
I can't. His water type.
Really whack trick room option, and he never brought it.
No. Like
Don't
his water
tell him
type.
that.
His water type for like the first 4 games was Fion.
No, he had a wishy-washy for like a week or two.
oh yeah, there we go. Ooh.
God, that's such an upgrade.
Because I don't think he got the Blastoise until he
Honestly,
dropped
I
it.
might rather have the Fion. I don't know. Wishy-washy is not good.
On paper, Fion is not awful, but comparing it to Manaphy, it's awful.
Yeah. It doesn't get
I
held
mean,
right?
props to Brandon for being here because I definitely did not peg him or Andy for like being top 3. But
No way did I see Brandon. I had confidence in Andy, but
I mean, because that's the thing is that like in BBPL D2, where both of them have been there for like at least 3 seasons, they were perennial like just missing out on playoffs, and it's like we've had better people from BBPL D2 here, and they have not finished as well as Brandon and Andy. Like James is a D1 coach, and he didn't make playoffs.
I said when I played Andy, he was my hardest match when I was filling in as a sub. I said that everyone else was kind of easy. Andy gave me a headache.
I mean, I will go back on that and say Andy and Brandon are good at Ranbat, so it's not like they're bad players. It's just I've always had hope in them before, and they've never really succeeded that much in draft. So like big props to them for both being here.
Okay, good in Rambats does not translate to.
I was gonna say,
Sure, but it means
Monsters
that
are great
they're at least
Rambats.
competent players.
Yeah, you're at least somewhat competent if you can.
I mean, I think the dream is not. It's not going to happen, but the dream is an Andy Brandon finals.
It'd be funny, but yeah, I don't see either one of them getting.
I think
don't
that's
see
the most
either way.
unlikely finals, just because Andy struggles to beat Meese, and I think Brandon struggles
Yeah,
to beat
Mies has
me.
huge matchup. We'll get into that.
Oh no, yeah,
later,
that's what I'm saying. It's the dream, but it's not going to happen.
I don't know. Personally, my dream is a Theo and Mies rematch. Just
I want a
better
better battle against Meese.
How bad that fucking game was to watch. Fucking what was it? Reggie Steele and Curse Scizor.
Curse Scizor
Well, and
with
then also
nothing
Theo
to hit a
taking 8
Reggie.
years. I'm trying to watch the game, and I got fucking. I'm thinking I'm lagging out every 10 seconds, but Theo just won't click the game, fucking move. Like, ooh,
I was stressed out.
I don't
I was
care.
like,
It is
what are you
it's a
doing
stall
today?
match. Just click a damn move. You take 8 years every turn. You're like Keegan, but slightly
No.
better.
No, that's not true.
I would disagree.
Don't compare me to him.
Anyway, I guess we can move on to. Actually, do you guys want to make your predictions? I don't know if anyone else did.
No, it pretty much hit everything. Like I don't see like if Andy brings Hydreigon that has no kills this season, he might have a chance. But other than that, that's about it.
Are you sure he knows how to use it? Because, like we said, it has no kills.
Yeah, it's like 0-1. Yeah,
It's 0-3.
it's 0-3. Oh
I hate
god,
that.
poor thing.
Anyone else, or we
Yeah,
wanna move
that's
I think all of us consider it to be a Mies Theo final.
on? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Getting on to the next game, it is Andy, the 2 seed, against Mies, the 3 seed. I don't know. In like the seeds, obviously, Andy might be the higher seed, but this is maybe one of the worst matchups in all of D3, like playoff picture, just because Rain is so good against Andy. I don't know. I can't see this being more than like a 4-0 game.
What are the chances either of them
I can
watching
tell
this?
you why Andy's 2 over Mies.
Wait, what?
I can tell you why Mies is lower than Andy, even though
Well,
Mies
because
is
you
definitely
fucking
better.
5-0'd him.
Because I
get
got
that.
5-0'd by Andy, but then I 6-0'd Mies.
Yeah.
So I honestly probably should have dropped my thing for Mies, so we could have been 2. I think that helps me more, but
Probably
Well,
gonna drop your Reggie skill after that match.
I don't know about that.
I do.
like
So I can't.
like Sub Nasty Hydreigon looks good. Like Max Special Defense Assault Vest Kartana can do something. I don't
That's
know.
flames.
I don't. Andy's matchups just bad versus Rain.
Yeah, I don't know. Jake,
Like
you
once
wanna go?
Bronzong goes down, if it's like Specs Hurricane Zapdos, it's over.
Not even that. If Bronzong goes down, Seismitoad just comes in during the rain and just gets
Oh
like a
yeah.
couple kills.
Yeah, no, it is really bad matchup. I don't see especially just because Andy hasn't shown the ability really to adapt to, what's happening in front of him. So like I feel like if Volcarona dies early or even Toxapex or something, this could get out of hand real fast, but
I do know how Andy wins this game.
okay.
I don't know when they're playing, but like I don't know if I want to say it or not.
Oh, I guess that's true. We probably shouldn't.
Saturday.
All I'm saying is, when there's a talk spec, there's a way.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely the rain helper, but I don't.
All I'm going to say is that we're sleeping on a very unsuccessful setup mon on his team. That if he kills one mon, it could theoretically
Oh yeah.
play like dick around it.
Yeah, it wins if that Mon goes down. I see it.
All right, I'm glad we're not saying anything. I don't want to give him.
I think I know which one we're
but-
talking
I
about.
think I've insinuated it enough that we all should know.
Yeah.
But like, that's the only way I see Andy winning this game.
It'll be close. I don't know. I have confidence in Mies. I think he'll give himself another chance at Theo, and that should be a really fun finals if it happens.
But yeah, I'm excited for like a Mies Theo final, as long as it's not as dog shit as the last one.
Yeah, please. All right. I think there should just be an agreement. I mean, Reggie Steele pretty much runs Iron Defense for Theo every week, so I can't really do this. But like, no curses.
That's Misa's fault for being like, "Oh, I didn't know you ran Iron Defense Reggie Steel." He told me that mid-match, and I was like,
When you have a Zapdos and a Megazord.
Yeah, please just.
man.
If I see Curse Scizor again, I might break my screen. Theo already takes long enough to make plays. I don't need this.
I'm leaving the chat if I see that stall match again.
I can't do it. Like this should be a really good game between two of the better players in D3. Like, please give me a decent game.
Scizor versus the team that has Suicune and Registeel.
Yeah, right.
And a Victini.
Yeah, maybe Theo should just not bring Iron Defense this time.
That Victini's pretty much in the orphan.
Great.
Still.
You're right. I'll bring Curse Reggie
It's
Steel.
so odd to me that like of all the mons on Theo's team did not have like.
Victini's not doing good.
I mean, it's 5-2, which isn't awful, but just this team is so spread out in terms of kills.
I mean, when you picked up Lele, I was wondering why you didn't drop Victini because it kind of lost its. I mean, it didn't lose its role on the team. It just kind of lost a spot.
Its role was less. Yeah, but I mean, now I just have. I don't know. It's always just there. Like, what sucks is my Shoops match, Victini literally was banded, and it just one-shot everything with V-Crate, but I just never got the chance. I can't remember why, to just do it. Like, I could have just swept 3 things in a row, even dropping my speed, because his team is also just slow.
Yeah, how did that Victini never come in versus a Celesteela? Like, please.
Yeah, right.
Can we not talk about Shoops with his busted Fairy Dragon Steel regen team that had one win?
And it was
against Mies.
Like, how the fuck? I just.
Okay, now Mies choked beyond belief.
Yeah, Mies choked on something.
Bro, he had penis in mouth moment, but even then, it's still Shoops. Like, bro, Shoops, I love you, but like, come on, man.
Bro, Shoots brought a Pilot Swine that was walled by Zeraora. That should tell you something.
Yep, that was rough.
It's just. I love Shoops. Sometimes he does some.
He's such a, he's a good guy. People give him too much shit, but yeah, his Pokemon playing kind of makes me want to drive an ice pick into my skull.
Like, we can't even say it's like how Matty Brawlick and Zazo bring heat and like your draft memes and stuff. Like Shoops can generally think some of this stuff might work.
Yeah.
I mean, it works in like some weird world where they also bring a very bad set.
Wait, I thought Shoops beat fucking James S. Did he not? I thought that was like the Pyroar game that James was crying in chat about.
It was a 2-0 or
James
0-2.
James
James.
still lost that, or James still won that.
Huh.
Yeah, because he won with D-Dance Dragapult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Shoops' answer was a
something like that. Diancie. Yeah, wait, didn't he like dodge a Steel Wing and then?
Yeah, no, he did.
Yeah,
we were in general. We were like, what if he dodges the Steel Wing? And he did.
Fucking Shoops, man, what a guy. All right,
I don't know why smell metal.
Wait,
like sure, maybe it lives if you get the right roll, but like you had a got to tell and a camera up.
Camera sucked ass. I'm gonna stand behind that. That moun's very bad.
I don't think it's bad. I did think the user was bad this season.
I like
Camel's cool.
I like Mega Camel. It's nothing I'd ever draft, but I might one day.
I'm more disappointed the negative Memos one than the Camel.
Bro, what?
This was a very James team. I don't know why we're talking about James not even playoffs.
Yeah, this is like probably the most irrelevant member of D3 because he didn't make playoffs and he wasn't like horrible enough to make fun of him all the time. So.
Because a lot of us had him winning it, and then it was just like he just never.
Bro, I did not.
No. After James's last couple seasons, he doesn't know how to adjust. Well,
the thing is, he was an average, majors coach. You think an average majors coach would be okay in a D3?
Yeah.
I think he plays down. He's the Pittsburgh Steelers. He plays down to his opponents for no reason.
I mean, he beat Theo.
That was my head.
He beat Hero too. I remember that. Very sad. Bro, can we talk about Hero though, real quick? Dude started 3-0 and then lost 4 straight games.
Typical. I mean, I've seen Hero have a Coco, it come to 11 games and not get a kill. So, and him losing every game. So,
I remember time in chat he literally just asked for help prepping.
Yeah, he asked me for help prepping because he said he was super busy and he had a bunch of shit going on. So I was like, okay, sure. So he sent me like one set that he had and he was like, can you just build kind of off of this? I was like, all right. So I, built the team and I was like, yo, check this out. He didn't even bring the team. He never responded to me and didn't bring the team. I'm like, bitch. Like, I really put in like 30 minutes of work just kind of building a rough thing and then he just didn't respond or use it. I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, I just stopped building his teams for him. Like he asks me every week. I'm like, I can, but like you got to build your own teams eventually. And this season, I think I built like 1 or 2 for him, but that was about it. Like, I'll help him with his draft. I'll help him that. If he asks for help, like for a set, I'll help. But like I'm not outright building your whole team for you. You have to do that yourself.
Yeah. Why are we talking about a bunch of non-playoff members?
Just cut this out.
Oh, shout out to Slink. Nah.
Dude, honestly,
Slink turned it around. Good for Slink. He could have just packed it in.
Shout out to Slink with the negative Mew again.
Everybody's Mew is negative.
Coaching season except Ant.
Oh, was his actually positive? Oh.
It was like 10 and 8 or something.
Okay.
It was like neutral or barely positive.
I mean, shout out to Slink for bouncing back after that rough ass start.
Oh yeah.
It was 5-1.
Worked by a lot of people.
Sorry, 1-5.
Yeah, I mean,
he's 1-5, and then he made it 4-6
game against Paul. He has a chance to make playoffs. So
I thought he should have won that. I think he choked in the end.
Mm-hmm.
He choked it. He just sacked Mons for no reason. That was like the trend this season.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to him next season. I think he'll be pretty decent. But
I mean, that was his first ever draft league too. So, Oh, and the Mew was 8-7.
That explains why the Shuckle was his like 4th round pick or something.
Was this the 4th round Shuckle? I thought that was
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was him.
Oh my
was
god.
Around? Hold on, I need to find it.
Shuckle never came. When are people gonna learn Shuckle's bad?
Shuckle is awful.
Yeah, 4th round pick.
Awful. All right. Well,
it was picked in between Halucha and Milotic.
All right.
Oh god. Oh god. No.
Oh, I think on that note, on the 4th round Shuckle, we can wrap it up. It's been very fun. Thank you for joining us today, Jake. Very much appreciated. And remember, make sure you use code FBL on manscaped.com. Get 20% off your first order. Thank you for sponsoring today's podcast, and we'll see y'all later. Take care.